welcome to MS4. Today we're getting a little later start. That's the joy of unemployment, but I am getting ready for the day. I've already got some stuff done, but it was pre-shower, so I feel like this is the actual beginning of the day. So we're gonna get ready. I have a couple of new things to play with and a couple of old things. So it's just kind of a mix. I have on already the Dr. Jart BB in light. So I like to put that on again. It's in the bathroom. We do have two empties. The Maybeline by Dr. Jart, like this. This is I've had a number of empties of this that I've gone through. I'm not repurchasing right at the moment because I wanted to go through all the other backstock I have of moisturizer, but I really did love this for daytime. I also have the Tatcha, and this is the Camellia cleansing oil. I had a backup of that already, so that's gonna go into the shower for the cleansing. I like it sometimes just, as a cleansing to kind of, it has a nice light smell to it. You just, massage your face really nicely. You don't have to have makeup on. And just use that as kind of a shower experience. But it does, if you're gonna do double cleanse, this would be like your first step of an oil cleanse, but it's just really nice. And I do have a backup, so we're gonna just swap that out. Again, that's one that I've repurchased quite a bit. And there it goes. Okay, it's on the floor, it's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead, I have cream products to work with, and then I'm gonna powder things. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is the Charlotte Tilbury, the bronzer, and this is looks like pirate treasure, so I really like the look of it, and this is the shade, and we are in, it is technically the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in One Fair Pale is the shade. So we're going to start out with that. I've been thinking, so it's nice to be thinking. I have enjoyed more of the languishing time to think. It feels very sumptuous and open. So I have enjoyed that rather than just you're getting up, you're going, you're doing a thing, but some time to contemplate, both where I've been and where I'm going. And I've reached out and made some plans to meet with friends, and I just got to meet with one of my lovely friends that I went to high school with back in the day. But she and I have maintained contact, and she's really lovely. So it was a great, we did lunch yesterday. And she got to meet Mabel. Well, she met Mabel before, I take it, my puppy dog. But anyway, so that's been very nice. So I have a couple of more things like that where I'm reaching out to friends to meet people. Because it seems like, things just get going and you're busy and you just miss out on seeing people. And it's sad that it takes something like, losing one's job to reach out. But, sometimes that's what it is. The next thing, now this is something new. I did pick up one of the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. So they're just little guys. That's the packaging. So it's a smaller kind of a footprint. I decided to pick this up. I was able to see colors of it, and none of the stores around me got the actual product for me to go in and swatch and feel what it was like as far as the texture. But I saw enough videos of people that were kind of in my same, not skin twins, but close enough, that I was able to figure out that at least I feel like I would be safe with the Beach Peach. So it is emollient, and the thing is, it does have some glow, like light reflection, not just, I'm a wet formula, but has some pigment light reflections. So even when you sheen it out, so you can still see the color, but you see the sheen to it. So just be aware of that if you don't love the all over sort of sheen to things. But I'm going to be powdering things down. So I've worn it just by itself, and just like all of these, I just tend to like the powdered down version better. Depending on how much you're applying would be how tacky it feels. So, you know, it's fairly, if you have a decent amount on your brush, it's fairly tacky feeling. If you have dry skin, I think you'd love this. I think if you have oily, you just need to powder. Just plan on that. I don't know that this would be the thing that you would reach for if you have oily skin, but, you know, it definitely, I think, would cut down on wear time. And if you, depending on how oily your overall, if your cheeks are oily, you would definitely want to be powdering that. But it's pretty though, this color is pretty. And I feel like she's got some colors that seem deep enough to show up on more skin tones than just light and light medium. This time, I don't know that they would show up on deep skin. I think they would act more as like the glow, as more of a, and you can see that on there, how that's glowing. More the emollients glow and that little bit of actual sheen in it that you don't really see when you're looking at the color. So it's coming off more as the, but see, that's had time to be, you know, not drying. It doesn't really dry down per se, but enough so you can see that there is that bit of reflection to it. Even though it's not, I mean, it says glow to it, but that whole figuring out where the glow is coming from. It's coming from inside the house. So anyway, hope that helps you if you were thinking about picking those up. But I'm gonna go ahead and powder. I'm gonna use my Lawless powder. But anyway, part of my thinking process, you know, I was thinking about the channel, and I'm not at the point of enough followers where AdSense kicks in, where I would be making AdSense as far as monetarily. But I've confronted I could get a code for you guys to use. When I was looking at Ensleigh Rain, they have it set up where you can get a code. But there's all sorts of, you know, you kind of need to be an upstanding person, is basically what they're saying, if you're going to be an affiliate with them. And I was thinking about this, and it's just like, I don't really want to sell you makeup. There's enough people that have codes that do this for a lot of their living that you might as well use theirs. And I don't really want to put links in the box, and I don't really want to be having to chase the newest thing for business purposes. If I'm chasing the newest thing, I want it to be because I'm super excited about myself. Like, I want to be using that new makeup, and you're just coming along with me. For a number of years, I sold, you know, I worked for Chanel for a little bit, and then I worked in fragrances for a number of years. And I enjoyed helping people find kind of what they were looking for. But I didn't enjoy the whole, you're getting a commission, you're selling, you're whatever. That was never what really felt good to me. I'm gonna use Cosmic Dreamer, and today I'm doing some greens and some peaches, since we're peaching. But having it be where your livelihood, you know, you're making a salary, but you're not making enough in your salary to really, you know, it's your commissions is where you make money. And every time when places have said, okay, we're going off of commissions, that's really kind of the death knell for sales as we knew it back in the day. Because if you're not making commissions, That's, you know, that's your year. You can make your year in Christmas. You can make your year in Valentine's Day. And that's the thing with it. You know, it depends on you selling things. So in some cases, you've got people who are, you know, going to be wanting to sell you things, whether or not it's a good fit for what you need, want, whatever. And I never did enjoy that whole, you know, and you have to take time to find out what people want, need, what would be fulfilling to them. And that takes time. And the more time you take on an individual person, the less time you have to sell in general. So the less you have as far as that goes. But I don't necessarily, because I don't think all products are right for people. I think you can get caught up in the excitement that people feel. And you can also, I know, see me using something and get caught up in that excitement and want to buy it. But I don't want that to have my raison d'etre. The whole purpose for being here on YouTube. I really want to play with makeup and I want to talk to people. And that's kind of it. I don't want to have my livelihood be dependent on if I'm making a certain amount. And I just don't want to have to worry about it. So that's where I am with that. So I'm not going to be pursuing getting codes, you know, trying to convince you to buy the latest and greatest. That's not where I want to be. So anyway, I'm not going to be pursuing selling you makeup. You may all cheer now. Thank you. It's one of those things that I did have to think about it though, because it's like, why do people have YouTubes? And usually it's to sell a product. You've got a book, you want people to do Patreon, something. You know, and I'm not, at this point in time, there's nothing I really want to sell you, so fun. I would like to sell you fun, hopefully. Little joy, maybe some frustration, because you need more of that, right, in your makeup life. Okay, so there's the peach and there's a green, and I'm going to go in with a green on the lid and a shiny peach on the corner. That's the plan. So anyway, that was a deep bit of thought about what I wanted to do with my channel. If I was going to grow the channel, what would the point for growing the channel would be, you know, at 1,000 viewers, if AdSense kicks in. That way, if you have to watch ads, somebody's getting paid for that. I think there's only 2 videos that I have enough views for them to put commercials on it at this point in time. That's what I learned working at Chanel, and I can't remember what the other one was. Anyway, I like that green a lot, the sparkly green. That's fun. Okay, now I'm going in the sparkly peach in the corners. So anyway, that was my deep thought for channel purposes. For the rest of things, I think I just have this time to think has been good to try and get some clarity on where I would like to go with things, how I would like my days to feel. It's been nice getting up and taking my dog for a walk and having breakfast with my partner, and then he's heading off to a job right now, which won't always be the case. And then, like today, I took a wee nap with my puppy on the couch, and then I woke up and started my day. And I'd like space for creativity, but I also, after a while of not having specific things to do, I tend to be, and my partner's very much like this, you gotta have a project at some point in time, because it's like one of the dogs that gets bored, and so they dig holes in the backyard. that's my partner and I, although I think I have a little more relaxation in me than my partner does. But at a certain time, it's that feeling of, well, I have something I want to work on. I have a project, I have a thought, I have a thing that needs to be completed, you know, some kind of creative project. I'm using the Laura Geller, the Kajal long-wearing eyeliner in Gilded Bronze Coal. My next video is going to be going through my eyeliners and doing a putter and declutter like I did with my lip liners. So stay tuned for that. The Laura Geller eyeliners are pretty brilliant. But I think I am going to declutter a couple of them that I don't use very often. But these make perfect one and dones if you just want something easy for summer that's waterproof. It'll smudge for a little bit and then it dries down. That's pretty much bulletproof. It's lovely. So I'm just doing a little on the top and then mostly along the bottom lash line, just to give us some definition. Okay, then we'll go in with the Better Than Sex mascara. So exciting. So anyway, we've got plans brewing in my head. I have a novella that I've been working on that I'd like to complete this summer, probably. Kind of clarifying what kind of day job I might want to work at. Because my last job was working in decentralized clinical research, and I learned a lot, and it was varied work, so I wasn't bored. I felt good connecting with people. I could do it from home, so thus, you know, I take a walk with my puppy, you know, when I took a break. So the remote working from home actually worked well for me. Other people get lonely, they miss people, they don't like being in their house for hours on end. So remote working doesn't work as well, but I didn't mind it. So I wouldn't mind doing either a half split or all remote again. So there's the eye look. I really am enjoying the Ensleigh Rain shadows. That green is just lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so we'll put the spectacles back on. I did pick up, after we just did the declutter of my lip liners, I picked up, but I knew it was coming, I picked up one more lip liner, and it was from the Maybeline Lifter. You know, I have the Maybeline Lifter gloss. This is the Lifter lip liner. This is in Player, and this is a peachy brown. So it's a lovely color, and if you're putting on a bare lip, it sets right down and stays put really nicely. I put a swatch on my hand when I didn't have a lot of hand lotion or anything. I just put a swatch on my hand, took it in the shower, tried to rub, rinse, wouldn't come off until I used my Vintage Cosmetics company, the cleaning cloth. So I'm going to line and then just fill a little bit. So this is the shade Player. And I think it's pretty brilliant. There is no fragrance to this, so I'm really happy about that. Some of the larger crayons have that Maybelline smell that I don't like. I ended up, because I was getting more sensitive to fragrance, I ended up decluttering all of those. Those wear really nicely, except for the ones that have sparklies in them. Those wear terribly. But the other ones were really budge proof and nice, but I couldn't handle the fragrancing. And they really didn't have a lot of, they had a lot of different colors, but there weren't a lot of, this seems to have a little more of this line, the line of liners, seems to have colors that have more depth and difference to them. They're not as, how do I put this? They just have more subtlety to them. it feels like. And so I appreciate that. So I think that's really pretty, is like a line and fill. And then I picked up another one of the NYX Better Glasses, and this one is the Peaches and Cream. It doesn't really smell like peaches, it just kind of smells like a sweet, light sort of a thing. By itself, it looks a little milky and weird, but it looks great with a liner, so. See, I've got maybe a little too much now of the milkiness. Let me swatch. But it's nice. These Better Glosses feel really nice. Okay, see, that's the Peaches and Cream. I may have a little bit much. We can. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. All right, so today's video is pretty short. That's okay. I just wanted to get ready, try some new stuff, and use some of my old stuff, and just kind of feel pretty and ready for the day, even though I am getting a late start. So anyway, we'll see you next time for the eyeliner video. And until then, hope you are all well and having some time in your day to just think, just relax and think. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.